Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you Game 2 of the 1960s League Seasons World Series, best 2 out of 3, San Francisco Giants of 1962 and the 1967 Boston Red Sox. Giants are up in the series 1-0, winning 6-4 behind Orlando Cepeda's 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. They could clinch the championship with a win today. Juan Marichal is pitching against Gary Bell, and Gary Bell has completed his warm-up tosses. He's ready to go. Let's play ball. Felipe Alou steps into the box for San Francisco. 1-3 is a walk to Felipe Alou. We're using basic Apba, and we're using the Merino boards so I can get the steal ratings, master style, and better fielding. Okay, Felipe Alou is an F-17 stealing. Here's the third baseman, Jim Davenport. .54 is a fly ball to right field, taken there by the right fielder, Tony Conigliaro. Here's the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. .51 is an 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Alou holds it first. 2 away. Here is Orlando Cepeda. 6-4 is a 37. The runner is picked off first base. 1-3. So it turns out Gary Bell faces the minimum. Go to the bottom of the first. No score. Red Sox coming to bat. All right, Juan Marichal takes the mound for San Francisco, a man of the high leg kick delivery and variety of pitches and arm angles. Mike Andrews steps into the box for the Red Sox. 6-3 is a fly ball to Willie Mays in center field. Makes the basket catch. 1 down. Reggie Smith. 35 is a 40 foul ball. Marichal is a grade B pitcher, Y and Z modifiers. 56 is a 34. That's a strikeout for Reggie Smith. 2 down, and here is 1967 Triple Crown winner, Carl Yastrzemski. There have been 12 Triple Crown winners. Some of those did it twice. Some of those did it to where they were Triple Crown winners over both leagues. The elite of the elitist. There are 5 of those. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Red Sox go 3 up and 3 down for the top of the second. 0-0. Gary Bell is a 6'1" right-handed pitcher, a fastball pitcher from San Antonio, Texas. Here is Orlando Cepeda should be batting in the top of the first. He was left standing at the altar when Felipe Alou was picked off by Gary Bell in the top of the first. There's a pitch to Cepeda. 44 is a 7. That's a base hit. Here's Stretch, Willie McCovey. 34 is a 12. That's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. 2 down. Ed Bailey. And 6-6 roll for Ed Bailey. That's a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A home run for the Giants catcher. Puts the Giants on the board. 1-0. Here is Chuck Hiller. That's a leaner. .35 is a 36. Strike one. He was supposed to be picked off. 35 is a strike two. .45 is ball four. Chuck Hiller battles back in the count, gets a walk, and here is Jose Pecan. 44 is an 8 with a runner on first. That's going to be a single. No, wait a minute, 27. Play results 27. It's a ground out to third base. That ends the inning. But the Giants get one on the home run by Ed Bailey. Go to the bottom of the second. San Francisco 1 and Boston nothing. All right, 1 minute show. We'll have George Scott, Tony Conigliaro, and Rico Petrocelli in the second inning. This team is up by a run. 46 is a swing and a miss. Strike three. And Marichal has struck out 3 Red Sox sluggers in a row. Here's Tony Conigliaro. Fly out to Willie Mays in center. Petrocelli. 3-3 roll for Rico, and that's a 6, a double for Rico Petrocelli. He'll be in scoring position with 2 outs. Slow runner, but normally we'll play it slow. But I think in this case, whenever a slow runner is on, it's automatically they play it safe on the base pass. But with 2 outs, we'll play it normal. Here is Joe Foy. 44 for Foy. 8 against a B pitcher is going to be a ground out to the second baseman, Chuck Hiller. 3 outs. Go to the top of the third. Giants 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Pitcher 1, Marichal, steps into the box. Here's the pitch from Gary Bell. 21 is a fly ball to left field. That's Carl Yastrzemski. 1 away. Felipe Alou. 21 is a fly out to Yaz. .35 for Jim Davenport is a base hit. Second hit, third hit for the Giants. 2 away. Dangerous part of the order coming up. Here's Willie Mays. 6-3 is a 31. That's going to be a fly out to the center fielder, Reggie Smith. Go to the bottom of the third. Giants 1, Red Sox nothing. Here's catcher Mike Ryan facing Orlando Cepeda. Or, excuse me, Juan Marichal. 21 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts for Marichal. Here is Gary Bell. 15, that's a hit for the pitcher. Gary Bell's on first. That's a second Red Sox hit. Slow runner at first. They'll play it safe. 34 is a fly out to Willie Mays in center field. And now Reggie Smith. Ground ball to, let's see, the pitcher. He throws to first. Red Sox are down in the third. We go to the top of the fourth. 1-0 San Francisco. All right, Orlando Cepeda leads off the top of the fourth for the San Francisco Giants. He is 3 for 4 in the 1960s World Series. It's a pitch from Gary Bell. 1-6 is a ground ball to Rico Petrocelli at short. 1 away in the fourth. Here's Willie McCovey. 24, strikeout. Ed Bailey, homered his first time up. 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher, Mike Ryan. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0 San Francisco. All right, Juan Marichal is rated to pitch to 30 batters, and he has only pitched to 11 so far to the first 3. Here's a pitch to Carl Yastrzemski. 6-4. Excuse me, is a walk. Yaz goes to first, no outs. He is a average speed runner. I remember him stealing some bases sometimes. D22. I think they'll have to be 1 or 2 outs after 6 with any outs. All right, Yastrzemski is a Triple Crown winner. We talked about that. He is also a Quadruple Crown winner. That's hits, let's see, most home runs, highest batting average, RBIs, and most hits in the league. There's only 2 Quadruple Crown hitters. That's not really an official stat in MLB, but something he has done along with Ty Cobb. Here's George Scott. That's a leaner. 36 is a 2 balls and no strikes. 6-5 is a foul out to the catcher, Tony Conigliaro. 63 is a fly out the right field, and that's caught by Felipe Alou. It's going to be up to Rico Petrocelli. Move to first for Marichal is +1 to his favor, and the catcher Bailey is +2, so be D19. If Yaz tries to steal second, he'd be safe with 11 through 41. Why not try to get in scoring position? 6-6 roll, he is gunned down, and if Petrocelli got that, that would have been a 2-run home run. Sometimes the dice rolls just rise up and kick me in the butt. All right, we go to the top of the 5th. San Francisco 1 and Boston 0. It's bottom part of the Giants' batting average for the 5th inning. Chuck Hiller, Jose Pagan, and Juan Marichal. They're up by 1. Here's the pitch to Chuck Hiller. 53 is a 19. That's going to test the third baseman, Joe Foy. He is rated 3, and that's going to be an error on Joe Foy. Let me double check that. I'm not sure. Yeah, it says 3. Hiller's at first. Now Jose Pagan. Pagan will swing away. 51 is a 9 against the beat. That's going to be a base hit for Jose Pagan. Runner goes to second from first. First and second, nobody out. And here's the pitcher, Juan Marichal. He'll try to move the runners. .25 is an 8. And that is picked up by the pitcher. Throws to first. Second baseman covering. That's a successful sacrifice. Second and third. And only one out. Here's Felipe Alou. .316 hitter with 25 home runs in 1962. Gary Bell's pitching from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Felipe Alou. 34 is a 12. And that is going to be a strikeout. Two down, and now .297 hitter, Jim Davenport. 45 is a base on balls. He was not pitching around Davenport. Here's Willie Mays. .53 is hit to 15. That's the left fielder Yastrzemski, who is a 3, column 1. That is going to be a single, and the runners will advance 2 bases. Okay, 3-1 Giants, and those runs are unearned. They sting just as much, though, anyway, to the Red Sox. Here's Orlando Cepeda. .54 is a fly out to right field that ends the inning. But the Giants score twice, extend their lead to 3-0. The Dominican Dandy returns to the mound for the Giants. He won 238 games, had 6 20-game winning seasons for the San Francisco Giants. He's got Rico Petrocelli, Joe Foy, and Mike Ryan in the bottom of the 5th inning. 21, fly ball to left field. Willie McCovey is out on left field today. He makes the catch. Joe Foy. Critical error in the 5th inning. We'll see what he can do to make up for it. 35 is a 39. I think that's going to be a strike. Boy gives a look back to the umpire. He's not so sure about that. Here's the pitch. 55 is a 8 against a B pitcher. Fly out to Willie Mays in center field. Mike Ryan. And 54 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Felipe Alou. They tried all 3 right fielder or outfielders. They all made the plays. We go to the top of the 6th. Giants 3, Red Sox nothing. All right, the San Francisco Giants outscored the New York Yankees in the 1962 World Series 21-20. It's about as close a series as you can imagine, but they didn't win Game 7. Losing Game 7 1-0 to the Yankees. But they're on their way to possibly winning the 1960s league season here. Willie McCovey steps into the box against Gary Bell. Here's the pitch. 54 is a fly ball to right field. 1 down. Catcher Ed Bailey, big part of this game. He homered in the 2nd inning. 51 is a base on balls. Bailey is slow at first. I played it safe. Chuck Hiller. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop Petrocelli to Andrews to Scott, 6-4-3, double play. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Giants 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Might be a little too early to pitch it for the pitcher. We're only in the sixth inning. Gary Bell is going to go ahead and swing the bat and stay in the game. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop, Jose Pagan. One away. Mike Andrews. .31 is a single for Mike Andrews. Here's Reggie Smith, good hitter, 15 homers and 246 average. He is a 5-tool player. Here's a pitch to Reggie Smith. 62 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Reggie is 0 for 3 today's 2 strikeouts. Carl Yastrzemski holds that bat high, swings from the left side of the box. Here's the pitch to Yaz. 45 is a 2 balls and no strikes. Marichal has a Z rating. Yastrzemski held the bat high in most of his career, but when he was in the 70s, he lowered the bat quite a bit because he had a left shoulder injury that prevented him from holding the bat that high. And he had to change his swing a little bit. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 34 is a fly out to center field. Go to the 7th inning. 3-0 San Francisco. Jose Pagan, Juan Marichal, and Felipe Alou in the top of the 7th inning. Giants are up by 3. 44 is a fly out to center field. Tony Conigliaro with a catch. Or not Conigliaro, Reggie Smith is playing center field. Conigliaro's in right, Yaz in left. Here's a pitch to Marichal, 42. There's a strikeout. Felipe Alou. Gary Bell has pitched well. He's given up only 1 earned run. 61 is a 22 that will test the catcher, who is Mike Ryan. He is an 8, fielding column 1. He makes the play on the dribbler out in front of the plate, 2-3. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning, still 3-0 San Francisco. All right, George Scott, we'll see if he can get the Red Sox offense started against Juan Marichal in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-5 is going to be a base hit for Juan Marichal, off Juan Marichal. Scott's at first, and a fast runner. D22 stealing. Tried that early. Yeah, it didn't work. Tony Conigliaro. They need 3 runs, so we're going to expect Conigliaro to try to get the ball in the air. Here's the pitch to Tony C. 25 is a 8 against the B pitcher. 27 is a ground ball to third base. He throws to second to retire Scott. Fielder's choice. Conigliaro is fast at first. B16 stealing. Rico Petrocelli's here. 6-6 roll. There's a drive by Rico. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, and the Red Sox are back in the game. 3-2. They're still trailing the Dominican Dandy, but they're closer. Joe Foy. .32 is a 26. Ground out to second base. Marshall's ready to pitch to 30 batters before we start checking for his fatigue. And he's only pitched to 25 so far. Mike Ryan. 1-3 is a 36. Ball 1. 25 is a base hit for Mike Ryan. All right, the Boston Red Sox are going to make some changes here. Jose Tartabull is going to run the bases for Mike Ryan. He's rated fast, B20 stealing. And Dalton Jones will be the pitch hitter for Gary Bell. Jones is a 289 hitter. Thinking about stealing, grade B can go. 20, B 17. Chances aren't too good. 11 through 35, so he's not stealing. Here's the pitch to Dalton Jones. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the Red Sox 7th inning, but they get 2 runs on Rico Petrocelli's 2-run home run. We go to the top of the 8th. San Francisco 3 and Boston 2. All right, Dan Osinski's called on to pitch the 8th for the Red Sox. He is a grade B pitcher, Z modifier, 2.54 ERA. In 1967, Jim Davenport leads off for San Francisco. 63 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Reggie Smith. And now here's the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. 51 is a 8 against a B. That's a fly out to center. 2 up and 2 down for San Francisco. Orlando Cepeda. 3-2 is a 26 ground ball to the second baseman. Mike Andrews throws to George Scott. 3 outs. Could be the momentum has shifted here at Fenway. Red Sox come to bat in the bottom of the 8th, down by 1. All right, Mike Andrews, Reggie Smith, and Carl Yastrzemski will hit in the last of the 8th. 6-5 is going to be a pop out to the catcher. One away. Here is Reggie Smith. Forgot to mention a bit of housekeeping here. Ellie Howard went in to catch for Mike Ryan, who was pitch run for in the last half inning, so he's in the lineup now. Here's a pitch to Reggie Smith. 26 is a 27, ground out to third base. Jim Davenport makes a wide-ranging play toward the shortstop, throws to first. 2 outs. Carl Yastrzemski. 36 is a 33, and that's a Y. Yes, strikes out. We go to the top of the 9th. Giants 3, Red Sox 2. Dan Osinski will be pitching. And this is his second inning of work, so it's his fatigue inning as a rated reliever. Willie McCovey steps into the box against Dan Osinski. 52 is a 27. Ground out to third base, 5-3. Joe Foy making the play. Ed Bailey. Homered, popped out, and walked. 43 is a ground ball back to Osinski. Short throw to first, there's 2 outs, and now Chuck Hiller. 65 pops him out to Ellie Howard at the plate. So Dan Osinski retires all 6 Giants that he has faced in this relief outing. We have the bottom of the 9th inning. Red Sox down by 1. They trail San Francisco 3-2. It's going to be up to George Scott, Tony Conigliaro, and Rico Petrocelli in the 9th to keep the Red Sox in this game. They need a run. All 3 are storied Red Sox players. Here's the pitch to George Scott from Juan Marichal, who, by the way, is at 30 now. He's at his point of fatigue. Here's the pitch to George Scott. 25 is an 8 against a B. That's a fly ball to center field. Willie Mays has it measured. 1 down. Tony Conigliaro, 287, 20 homers, and 67. 43 is a ground ball back to Marichal. Throws over to first. It's going to be up to Rico Petrocelli. Here's the pitch. Oh man, we had a 6, and for a second there was another 6, but it rolled over to 4. 46 is a strikeout, and that's the ball game. Final score: the San Francisco Giants 3, Boston Red Sox 2. The Giants are champions of the 1960s. We'll be back with a wrap-up. The San Francisco Giants withstand a 2-run home run by Rico Petrocelli in the 7th inning and hold on to take a 3-2 victory and win the championship of the 1960s league season. They scored 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Red Sox scored 2 runs on 6 hits and committed 1 error. Juan Marichal is the winning pitcher, and the losing pitcher was Gary Bell. Although Bell pitched very well, he gave up only 1 earned run, 7 innings. But Marichal pitched a little better, giving up 2 earned runs in 9 innings, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. So let's make Marichal the MVP of the game. Well, Marichal, when he was growing up as a kid, was friends with the Alou family, Felipe, Matty, and Jesus Alou. And lo and behold, they ended up playing together in the major leagues. Marichal was only the 2nd Dominican pitcher to come to the major leagues. And in his debut game, he nearly pitched a no-hitter. He got into the 8th inning against the Philadelphia Phillies on July 19th, 1960 with a no-hitter, but Clay Dalrymple got a hit. That's the only hit of the game, so he pitched a 1-hitter on his debut game, struck out 12, and walked only 1. And Juan Marichal was on his way to a spectacular Major League Hall of Fame career. All right, this will conclude the project. I hope you enjoyed it, the league season, with the History Maker Out-of-Town scoreboard and the best teams of the 1960s. Thanks for following, and I'll start a new project after Thanksgiving. Not quite yet sure whether it be. I have 2 or 3. I have actually 3 ideas rolling around in my head, but we'll start that up after Thanksgiving. Thanks for following. Have a good Thanksgiving. God bless, and good day.